Hey Disney fans, welcome back to my channel. So I have a surprise review today. Originally my tracking showed Tuesday delivery for this item and it came today. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a look at the brand new Ursula limited edition Midnight Masquerade doll that did release this past Tuesday. So stay tuned as we go ahead and go over the details that this very interesting doll does have to offer. Okay, so we're actually going to start with the pins first. I was able to get the pins along with the doll at the same time. Disney sent them to me in one big box. And as you can see right there, they came damaged, unfortunately. So that's kind of a bummer. But it is what it is. I really like these pins. I like these actually better than Maleficent's. I do want to say that. But they are pretty cool. They are limited release. So there you can see Ursula's mask. It's got like a gold enamel on the shell. We've got a purple gem between the eyes. It's of course Vanessa's face. We have the tentacles and the hair going all around. Very cool, the mask. And then the glitter embellishments, the screen printing enamel, the colors, the vibrancy of the printing on the actual artwork done, of course, by Steve Thompson. The tentacles that frame it, phenomenal pins. I really do like these ones quite a bit. My Lady Tremaine pins came today as well. So I'm finally able to put those in with my collection. I'll show those at another time. But yeah, so there are the Ursula pins. Really nice detail on these ones. I like these ones quite a bit more than Maleficent. I haven't really looked at the Lady Tremaine ones yet because I was really excited that Ursula came and it was a surprise delivery. So there are the Ursula pins. Now let's talk about Ursula's box. So this one went back to the brighter blues and purples and pinks and yellows and oranges that we saw earlier briefly on the Maleficent box. Hers is more purples, blues, and greens with just a tinge of yellow in there. But now we do see that all over on this one, so that's pretty cool. So we do have the artwork, of course, done by the amazing Steve Thompson. We have her mask here, and then we have Disney Designer Collection Midnight Masquerade, one of 5,100. So she did have a little bit higher run than some of the others. The side, of course, is just more of the artwork, some splattering like graffiti. We have the beautiful full-on artwork here on the back, of course, showcasing Steve Thompson's Ursula. There's a little bit about the doll. If you'd like to read it, there you can pause and do so. And then, of course, on the side, it says Ursula. And then we are back at the front. And then on the top, I did want to show you, it does say Disney Designer Collection Midnight Masquerade Series. So that is, of course, on the top of every single one. When you open her up, you're gonna see me because these are highly reflective boxes. You can see it does kind of show the tentacle design going around. I love how they've done that for each one of these. So that is the inside of the box with just some tentacle artwork as well. Go ahead now, we're gonna get this plastic off. So we will be right back in order to take a better look at Ursula herself. All right, so we do now have Ursula out of the box. My camera is picking up her hair more yellow than it actually is. It's actually very white. So just an FYI there, if that's the first thing you notice, do not worry, my camera's just picking it up weird. So like Lady Tremaine and Maleficent, we do have a very holographic background on her. This one's more purple hues, purples and reds you can see there, which I think is really kind of fun. I do like this background for her. She is a lot taller looking than I thought she would be, just an FYI there. I always picture her as a very short character for some reason, not so much in this one. I'm actually going to start with the mask first on Ursula instead of the actual doll itself. This mask, I'm actually supremely disappointed by. The other two masks look metallic, and they have like a metallic paint on them, whether they be gold or like that hologram metallic. This one has a matte finish, so it definitely looks like it's a plastic mask. So that, to me, kind of cheapens it a little bit. Yes, there is a gem, which is cool and all. It's kind of like a multicolored crystal gem there you can see in the middle of her forehead. See if I can get it to focus. Kind of reminds me of the gem on the Saks Fifth Avenue Elsa, but the shell, unlike the pin that has some golden enamel work, is just that same purple. So it's kind of a opalescent matte paint that does not wow me at all. So I was really kind of bummed by that. I didn't really look at it too closely, I guess, in the stock photo, so I should have known. So that's my own darn fault, I guess. But it's not my favorite so far out of what I've received with the other dolls. So mask aside, meh, whatever. Now on to Ursula herself. So the first thing, of course, that you're going to see is this crazy flotsam and jetsam skeleton collar that she has going on. Now these guys are cool. They've got like this really cool green and blue and purple opalescent, pearlescent paint going on. And of course it's their skeleton. So these do form a collar that goes all around Ursula, the back of her head and everything. They've got these great little beady eyes on them. You can see there. I think they are so cool. I really do like these. At first I was like, what in the heck did Disney do? And you know what? It works. It works really, really well, I think. So they're kind of a blue, green, purple color on them. Very, very neat. Now coming to Ursula's face, I really should have grabbed, because I do have the Heroes and Villains set of Ariel and Ursula. I was going to grab that, and it's over there. So I don't, off the top of my head, know if this is the same face mold or not. However, I will say this. I do like this face mold. I think it's very cool. She does have rooted hair, and you can see there's some gray streaking in it. It is swept up, and it's very crunchy. There's a lot of product in it to keep it in those swirls, so I think that's okay. But true to Ursula, I love it. She has the overly dramatic, almost drag queen look on her makeup, her over-exaggerated eyebrows. Absolutely wonderful. Devilish grin. I love her face mold. It is so, there we go. Now her hair is white. I love her face mold. It's perfect. Her sinister grin, her white teeth. She has her beauty mark there on her chin. I love that they made her more true to the character than the original designer Ariel. This is who Ursula is. She is a wonderful, wonderful character, and this is just a great representation of that in the face mold. She has great articulation in her shoulders, in her elbows, and in her wrists. We do have some fantastic new hand molds. I love these. Very, very, very well done hand molds. I think they are so, so great. She has these netting half sleeves here that cover her forearms, coming down to her outfit. I don't know if I should call this a dress or not, considering she does have tentacles. So I don't know if this is part of her or part of a dress. So not too sure, but we do have a pleather material here. We see some purple embroidery stitching. And then we do have kind of the same material that was used on Maleficent's like back cape, the pleather, almost dragon wing look material that is also used here on the collar of her bodice, as well as on this. I think this is a separate piece. Maybe it's not, might be all one. No, it's one piece. Okay, there we go. It's attached to this portion. Kind of like a belt almost, but it's not a belt. Off of this midsection here, we do have these billowing, almost like, I want to say jellyfish look material pieces. So some are tattered and torn like these ones. Others are folded over and stitched in. So there's like a blue color, a purple color, a teal color. Really, really unique. You can see down behind there, of course, are her tentacles. One is kind of up curled over here, another one up curled over there. There's one right here. There's another one. And then there's one right here, which has, I think is kind of an odd but funny touch, is Triton's crown. It is a little weird that it's on her tentacle. I'm not going to tell you what someone told me it looks like, so we're just going to leave that there, but it is still pretty cool. This is plastic, as is her mask and everything else. This is a plastic crown, but it is a neat touch, kind of funny, you know, kind of poking fun at Triton. And then there's another tentacle back there. A very simple design, but still not at the same time. Like this is attached right here to her tentacle. These are really just ripped pieces of fabric. I mean, they're cut, but they look like ripped fabric, but it works for Ursula. I think it's very, very unique, very designer-esque. I know some people were complaining that she looked cheap and yada, yada. Everyone's going to have their opinion, and that's perfectly fine. There's something out there for everybody. This one would probably not be my first choice in this collection. I do like her, don't get me wrong, but she's definitely not my favorite of this collection thus far. But man alive, I love her face mold. It is so fantastic. So that is Ursula, guys. She's, like I said, not a whole lot of detail to go over on her. She does have, like I said, a very simple dress. I mean, simple in the sense that there's not a lot of fabrics used. There's a lot going on. Her tentacles are two-tone, of course. There's the black fabric on top, a purple fabric on the bottom there. You can see kind of matches the background of her box. Same color as her mask almost. But very unique doll and very Ursula. So a wonderful, wonderful addition to this collection. Just a lot of fun. Like I did say earlier, there were 5,100 of her made. Here is Ursula's certificate of authenticity. I did get number 316 of the 5,100. So if you'd like to pause and read the certificate, you can there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Ursula from the brand new Midnight Masquerade Designer Series Villains. Alrighty guys, well thank you for joining me on my review of the brand new Midnight Masquerade Ursula limited edition doll that did release here this past week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're able to get her if you wanted her. I hear that some stores still have a bunch of them. Some stores sold out immediately. She did sell it online, pop back in stock a couple of times. You never know, she may still come back in stock again. But this whole series so far seems to be hit and miss. Either very, very popular or they stay online for a few days. So you never know. I have a good feeling the next couple are going to go, or at least the next one is going to go very, very quickly, and that being Yzma. And then, of course, I think Hades is going to sell out almost immediately. So we shall see how those ones go. Evil Queen, we'll see. I'm not sure. That one is the one I'm looking forward to the most, but still got a couple of weeks before that one releases. But anyhow, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave those in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to help you out. And I hope you all are having an extra magical day, and we will see you real soon.